I feel like I would have been better if it was, I grew up with Power Rangers, like, say, more in depth. That was more of my lane. So if they made something like that, maybe I would have been more engaged.
Did you ever play the Power Rangers game
Power
for
Rangers
Super
meets
Nintendo?
Ice Road Truckers.
Instead of Megazords and have to deliver shit.
Rangers, go. There's a lot of sleet on this thing. Just go shovel some of this shit away.
It's just
He goes, he like jumps at it. What's the name of it? Saba? No, Saba's the Saba's the white
I think it's
dagger.
Saba, the
white
sword.
dagger.
Yeah, the sword with that fucking tiger on it.
What's the dragon one called? It's the dragon flute? The dragon dagger?
Yeah, I don't think it has a name, but it's just like that dragon dagger.
Dragon
dagger.
He makes a dragon come out the floor and
it just
breaks the ice.
Just ruins the entire road, though. It's undrivable now.
It's like, yo, we can't live. We can't get food to people that live in these towns now. The commerce of these places shut down. What have you done, Tommy?
Did you guys ever see the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie?
I've seen
that came out in '97.
I've seen all of them.
I don't remember any of them. I watched them so passively.
This might have been 95.
Ivan Ooze?
95, I think. Yeah, with Ivan Ooze.
Of course.
You ever see that?
When he became the ninja, when he got the ninja powers.
Power Rangers to me was just a big toy commercial. I didn't give a shit what was happening.
I mean,
I kept seeing. No, but I mean, even in the way that I would absorb it, I was like, I as a child, I understood nothing of value is happening here. I just, it looks cool, and if I see a little gadget that I want, I'm going to beg my parents for it, and maybe I'll get one of them.
That's all. I mean, that I fully embraced it as commercial, just paraphernalia or whatever you want to call it, because that's
1,000,000%.
It was, that's all I cared about, was that, oh, I can't wait for this to be a toy. Whenever I saw like a new Zord, or when they had something that was a little bit different, I couldn't wait. I didn't want to be a Power Ranger myself, because like I always feel like there was a disconnect where the way that they wrote shit, they're like, oh man, these kids, they like there was a part where they had an actual little boy replace Billy, the Blue Ranger, and there was this little kid named Justin who would grow into a full-size adult when he morphed.
He didn't replace Billy. He replaced what's his name?
No, he replaced Billy.
He was like Shazam.
He was that was after Zeo. Billy was already gone by Zeo.
No, there
there
wasn't another Blue Ranger.
It 100% was.
So there was a second movie that came out in '97.
I remember.
That's when he got introduced.
But was Billy there? Was Billy, because in Zeo was Billy the Blue Ranger?
Yeah, but Billy wasn't. Look, we don't need to argue about this. This is stupid,
right? I don't know. I have really striking
Tommy
memories
broke his back or whatever,
it.
but he didn't become this kid didn't become the Green Ranger. He was the fucking Blue Ranger.
I know he was the Blue Ranger, but I think I don't know who he replaced.
I
know someone got hurt and he took their morpher.
Can I ask you guys something? Did you ever have this toy? I'm gonna send it in the chat. It's called the Power Rangers Lost Galaxy Morpher.
So I didn't have any Lost Galaxy toys.
I don't know how I came across this thing, but I had this thing, and I don't even remember what the fuck it did.
I will say
I loved it.
Lost Galaxy, if you want to talk about Lost Galaxy, I will say it has probably one of the best theme songs, besides the original, of course. But like
that original theme song for Power Rangers is fucking top tier material.
It's really amazing.
Good, man.
It's great.
It's unreasonably
really
good,
good,
actually.
I know like way too much about Power Rangers.
Lost Galaxy, Zeo was fire.
Power Rangers,
Lost in Space,
Galaxy.
Dude, oh my god!
Now you know what was the best one? The best. I think if I would argue with any Power Rangers fan, like any of those hardcore freaks that go to the cons all the time, I would argue, and I know you guys haven't seen this because this came out when I was I was a senior in high school.
I might have seen it, Derek.
So check this out. So 2006. All right, 2006. I didn't have first period, so I can go to school late. I would watch. I forgot what I would watch first, but it would at 8:30. Power Rangers SPD would fucking come on. So Space Patrol Delta.
With the wolf-headed dude?
With that fucking Anubis, or they called him Doggy for short, Doggy Cruiser.
The jackal-headed dude, of course, I watched it.
I was like, when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is fucking retarded, right? But then I started watching it.
It was a good show.
And I was like, this is actually okay sci-fi. I was like, this is actually not bad, dude. I couldn't believe I'm actually watching this, and I started getting, because it became kind of, it was way less campy, and there was actually a purpose. It wasn't just like, oh, there's some fucking asshole, some fat asshole in a tube that just gave their powers to this dinosaur shit. It was like, oh, these guys are actually Rangers. They're Space Patrol Delta, and there's actually Alpha and Beta. There's different leagues, and they do different things. They either travel interstellar, or they do. So there was like an actual order to things. And then they had they had the Delta team, and but they weren't even the best and stuff. And there was ranks and stuff, and one guy was trying to live up to his father. I was like, this is
that
actually
was a Blue
fleshed
Ranger,
out.
and a black man was a Red Ranger too. That made me happy.
Dude,
it was like, let's go.
A con artist.
Yeah.
They made the con artist a leader of the team, and then the Blue Ranger, who was actually the guy that was supposed to be a leader, was all pissed off because an N-word was the leader. Essentially, that was the undertone
They
in a
made
fucking
this
kids
monkey a leader
show.
when it should have been me. It should have this
2006.
thieving monkey.
2006 was way too, like, I was not watching.
I wasn't either, but then I got curious. I'm
I
like,
watched
what the hell are they
Power Rangers
making now?
way too late into
And
my
then,
life. I gotta admit,
because of
way
that,
too late.
I started
I
checking out
believe that.
other ones I missed. I watched Dino Thunder, which had
That one was lit because
what's his
Jason
name?
Frank came back.
Disappeared. Jason David Frank. He was he was the Black Ranger. He came back, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what is? I've missed so many years because they never stop. They're still going. They're literally still going.
That's crazy, man.
It's still happening.
Because it sells so many toys. Because every kid sees someone doing martial arts and with a suit on, they're like, I want that. Still,
Yeah.
they still want it. They have
just
their
want them to
iPad,
stop.
they still have their toys of things like that.
Yeah, I just want them to stop doing those like dumb noises when they're going, "Ay-ya!" Like, even as a kid, it was a little.
Man, that's part of it. It's part of it.
part of the
when I was a
charm, bro.
kid, even I was like, "This is much." The only one that I liked was Tommy. Tommy was the only guy because what he would say, he'd go, "It's a yeah, it's a yeah." He would do that. Every move he would do,
Almost
and
like,
I'm like,
almost like he would prime out a. he would load a response into the chamber.
it was so specific.
May he rest in peace on the first
Dude, yeah, he fucking killed himself.
One of
Yeah,
our friends
like
was
phosphorus.
one of our friends was very good friends with him.
What?
It was
What?
unfortunate. One of our
Didn't
friends,
he,
you
like,
know, Joe.
Didn't
He thought he was gonna end the conflict in the middle.
This is so disrespectful. Oh my god! I'm not making fun of this. I met
Look,
him, and he
man,
was actually really,
JDF was
really
the
dope.
goat.
He's one of my
JDF was
heroes.
the goat.
He's. I just met him, but he seems nice.
But also, come on, bro. You can't. Come on. I don't want to be rude, but I think because apparently he had an argument with his wife, and I'm like, damn, I'm not trying to turn into Future right now and put on my misogyny hat, but
Future.
you know,
He's had a tough life, man.
Look, man.
yeah.
He lived
Well,
a tough
he's
life.
definitely he was battling. He was one of those people that look at for someone who's clinically depressed, he battled for decades. That's something that like I know some people close to me that they're battling every day, and sometimes I see a post where I'm like, oh shit. Should I say something to try to, kind of talk them off of the ledge, so to speak? And it's a battle. And, like, one of my favorite singers from the Black Dahlia Murder, he fucking, 40s, in the 40s, he didn't make it. And so
That
I'm
sucks,
like,
man. It's crazy how much of an actual killer depression is, and how they never have like I don't know. You never see like the Power Rangers fighting a depression. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it would be probably pretty good.
The most insane motherfuckers.
No, I just mean like generally.
You know how reductive
I actually
that is,
like that,
Chris.
though. I kinda
You know
like
how
that, though.
reductive that is.
No,
I kind of like it, dude.
Well, I
No, it's
kinda
not.
don't-
That is my. It's like, oh, look, good job, guys. We beat depression today.
Like, is it like,
it's
is it
dead.
just a guy
it's
that
dead
it's,
now.
it's like
We
you have
killed
a
it.
suit
And if
that
you're
says
still
the-
depressed, you're an idiot because we killed depression.
Rangers, good job. You have eradicated depression from this world.
You've eradicated depression, Power Rangers. Now anyone who is sad just because they suck.
Yeah. They're just a bitch boy. They're bitch made.
Aye, Zordon. We killed depression. These niggas are crazy.
I will say, listen. That new Power Rangers movie, that live action one, was not good at all, right?
Never saw it.
Oh fuck, that was
not good at all.
Never
But
saw it.
I
Yeah.
smiled really hard, at least once, and it was obviously for a fan service moment where they had Zordon, or not, was it Zordon, the fucking alien, the weird guy? Like what's that guy's name?
Alpha. That's
Alpha. I forgot his name. Alpha's like, He's like on the ground and they're in their planes or whatever, and he's like, go Power Rangers, and then the original fucking song plays, and it's like, this is sick, this is awesome, and then it immediately fades away. It doesn't even end. They don't even let the song crescendo, and I'm like, ah.
Dude, everything about that movie was you ever see like The Covenant and all those? For a while there was all those movies coming out, even Harry Potter, where it had that blue fucking like tint over it. It had that.
Dude, I that's the reason I couldn't stand Harry Potter after like Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah. I was like, I can't see this fucking movie. I don't know what's going on. It's so dark. Everything's blue. What happened to the color?
There was an era of movies. There was I don't know if it was weird. Like the same guy, because you know how like Judd Apatow made all of those comedy movies in that era, and they all had the same fucking like structure. Yeah, and, I feel like something was happening around that time, because the Power Rangers, that movie felt like those movies that were kind of these teenage movies where it's like the tint, it's all dark and gritty and shit. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck is this for Power? I'm like, okay, if you want to take the Power Rangers seriously, okay, but everything else about it was just terrible. I mean, you got a fucking Hispanic chick with an Asian name. Like, they didn't even want, like, okay, she's still Trini. I'm like, why? Like, it's just lazy and
South
dumb.
American, bro. You know this.
Sure. I mean, like, if it could be, but it's also just lazy and palette
that blue
swapping.
filter shit annoyed the hell out of me.
I hated that movie. Why would you bring that movie up? Now I remember it. I thought I forgot about it. God damn it! I remember every moment of that movie.
Was basically the same fucking movie.
Was it really?
It just like troubled fucking those people are teenagers, I'm assuming, in The Covenant.
They were teenagers.
Did you guys see the Predator movie where they insinuate that autism is like the evolution of humanity or whatever?